You probably walked past it this morning without giving it a second thought. A blue and yellow can sitting quietly on a hardware store shelf for just a few dollars. Most people grab it to silence squeaky hinges or loosen rusty bolts. Very few realize that they're holding something that has quietly solved another household problem for decades. Welcome to Buried Fixes. Today, we're uncovering a piece of practical knowledge that has remained surprisingly overlooked. According to countless homeowners and generations of experienced craftsmen, the same can many people associate with garage repairs has also been used as an effective way to deal with a variety of common household pests. I first became curious while visiting a rural community in Ohio. An elderly Amish carpenter noticed a paper wasp circling near the entrance of his workshop. Without hesitation, he reached for an ordinary can hanging beside the door, gave the insect a brief spray, and watched it fall almost immediately. Then he smiled and asked a simple question. If one inexpensive can keeps working year after year, why would I spend more on something else? That moment led me down months of research into old farming practices, historical records, and the chemistry behind one of America's most recognizable household products. What I discovered completely changed the way I looked at that familiar blue and yellow can. In this video, I'll walk you through 20 practical techniques that many homeowners have quietly relied on for years. Some are simple improvements for everyday pest problems, while others come from forgotten research that rarely makes its way into modern conversations. Before we begin, it's worth understanding what WD-40 actually is. The letters WD simply stand for water displacement, while 40 refers to the 40th formula developed by chemist Norm Larsen in 1953. Working for the small rocket chemical company in San Diego, Larsen wasn't trying to create a household product at all. His assignment was to develop a coating capable of protecting the metal skin of the Atlas missile from moisture and corrosion. After 39 unsuccessful attempts, the 40th formula finally succeeded. The resulting petroleum-based mixture could penetrate tiny openings, push away moisture, and leave behind a protective film that resisted rust in demanding environments. Interestingly, those same physical properties also explain why the product interacts so effectively with many insects. Rather than relying on conventional insecticides, it spreads rapidly across their outer surfaces and blocks the microscopic breathing openings along their bodies. Instead of poisoning them, it interrupts their ability to breathe. Understanding that simple principle leads directly to the first and perhaps the most practical technique of them all. Let's begin with the first technique, the one that surprises almost everyone who hears it for the first time. Hack number 1. Stop cockroaches instantly. Cockroaches don't breathe the way mammals do. Instead of lungs, they rely on tiny openings called spiracles, positioned along the sides of their bodies. These openings feed oxygen into an internal network of air tubes that keeps the insect alive. Because WD-40 was engineered to seep into microscopic gaps and leave behind a thin protective coating, it also spreads quickly across those breathing openings. Rather than acting as a traditional poison, it physically blocks the insect's airflow. In many cases, the roach becomes immobilized within seconds and dies shortly afterward. That makes this a practical emergency solution whenever one suddenly appears in the kitchen, bathroom, basement, or garage. Instead of chasing it around with a shoe or waiting for a pesticide to take effect, a short 1-second spray is often enough to stop it before it disappears into another crack. Hack number 2. Treat the hidden highways. Eliminating one cockroach rarely solves the real problem. The real traffic happens where you almost never look: along baseboards, beneath refrigerators, behind stoves, around dishwashers, and inside narrow wall joints. Using the small precision straw attached to the can, apply a brief burst into these narrow seams. A thin residue remains inside the crack, creating a treated surface where insects frequently travel. Since these are some of the busiest hidden routes inside many homes, treating them can dramatically reduce repeated sightings. Hack number 3. Protect the pantry. Stored foods naturally attract pantry pests such as weevils and pantry moths. The important point is never spray directly onto food or food packaging. Instead, apply a very light coating only to the hidden seams and rear edges of pantry shelves, where insects typically crawl before reaching stored goods. Treating these concealed areas helps discourage pest activity without contaminating the food itself. Hack number 4, the forgotten trash can. Trash bins become gathering points because they provide warmth, moisture, and food residue. One often overlooked location is the folded rim where the garbage bag wraps around the container, along with the underside of the lid and the exterior wheels of outdoor bins. After replacing the bag, wiping a light protective film around these exterior contact points can make the container much less attractive to crawling insects, while also making future cleaning easier. Hack number 5, basement floor drains. Older homes frequently contain small openings around drain pipes where they pass through the concrete floor. Those narrow gaps can serve as convenient entry routes for cockroaches and other crawling pests, moving up from lower spaces. A short spray into these openings during routine home maintenance can help treat another commonly overlooked access point before insects begin spreading throughout the house. Those are the first 5 techniques. They all focus on one principle. Instead of chasing insects after they've entered your living space, identify the paths they depend on and interrupt them first. Before moving on to the next 10 hacks, there's an important piece of history that explains why methods like these rarely appear in conventional pest control advertising. Before we continue with the next group of techniques, it's worth asking an obvious question. If an inexpensive household product can perform so many practical tasks, why isn't it advertised as a pest control solution? The answer has less to do with chemistry than with regulation. During the early 1970s, the United States significantly expanded federal oversight of pesticides through the Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act, FIFRA. Products sold specifically as pesticides must undergo extensive registration, testing, and documentation before manufacturers can legally market them for insect control. That process is expensive and time-consuming. As a result, companies whose primary business isn't pest control often have little incentive to pursue pesticide registration for products already selling successfully in another category. For decades, WD-40 has remained exactly what its label says, a lubricant and water-displacing maintenance product. Whether homeowners choose to use it in other ways has largely remained outside its official marketing, leaving many practical household applications to spread through personal experience rather than advertising. Now, let's continue with the next group of techniques. Hack number 6, paper wasps and hornets. Paper wasps, yellow jackets, and similar insects often build nests beneath roof eaves, porch ceilings, sheds, and barns. Many experienced homeowners prefer dealing with nests at dusk, when nearly all the insects have returned and become less active. Using the extension straw allows a focused stream that reaches the nest without excessive overspray. After allowing the treated nest to remain undisturbed overnight, it can usually be removed safely the following morning using a long-handled tool. Hack number 7, stop nests before they start. Removing an existing nest solves today's problem. Preventing next year's nest is even better. Each spring, inspect locations where wasps nested the previous season. A light coating on those favorite building spots can discourage insects from attaching new paper combs, encouraging them to search elsewhere instead. A few minutes of preventive work in early spring can save an entire summer of repeated nest removal. Hack number 8, mud daubers. Mud daubers are creatures of habit. They frequently return to the same sheds, barns, garages, and porch corners year after year. Cleaning old nests and treating those exact locations before the insects return makes the area far less inviting for another season. Hack number 9, breaking ant trails. Ant colonies depend heavily on invisible chemical trails. Scout ants locate food, then leave scent markers that guide hundreds of workers back along the exact same route. If you trace an ant trail to the point where it enters the foundation and treat that crossing point, the trail becomes disrupted. Without a reliable chemical path, many workers simply lose their route and begin searching elsewhere. Stopping the trail near its entry point is often far more effective than repeatedly killing individual ants inside the house. Hack number 10. Outdoor tables and feeders. Anyone who enjoys eating outside knows how quickly ants discover a picnic table. A light application around the lower portions of table legs, after wiping away any excess, can make it much harder for crawling insects to reach the tabletop. The same idea works for bird feeder poles, chicken feeders, and similar outdoor supports, where ants frequently climb in search of food. Those first 10 techniques cover many of the pests homeowners encounter most often. Next, we'll move beyond everyday insects and focus on something even more valuable: the overlooked entry points that make older homes especially vulnerable to year-round pest problems. If your house was built decades ago, don't assume pest problems are simply part of owning an older home. In fact, older houses often provide countless hidden entry points that insects have been using for years without anyone noticing. Small gaps created by settling foundations, aging wood, shrinking materials, and outdated construction methods become invisible highways connecting the outdoors to your living space. The next 9 techniques focus on those overlooked access points. Hack number 11. The basement sill plate. One of the most important areas sits where the wooden frame of the house meets the concrete foundation. In many homes built before the 1980s, this joint was never completely sealed. Carefully inspect the entire perimeter from inside the basement, paying close attention to seams, utility penetrations, and inside corners. Treating these narrow openings helps reduce the movement of crawling insects before they ever reach the upper floors. Hack number 12. Window weight pockets. Older double-hung windows often contain hidden weight compartments inside the walls. These vertical cavities can unintentionally connect basements, living spaces, and attics, creating sheltered travel routes for insects. Opening the access panel and treating these enclosed spaces helps interrupt one of the least visible pathways in an older home. Hack number 13. Exterior door thresholds. Every exterior doorway deserves attention. Over time, tiny gaps frequently develop beneath threshold plates, where weather, moisture, and repeated use gradually loosen the seal. Applying treatment beneath these hidden edges creates another barrier against insects attempting to enter from ground level. Hack number 14. Porch ceilings. Wooden porch ceilings naturally expand and contract through years of changing seasons. As the boards shrink, narrow openings appear between them, perfect hiding places for spiders and favorite nesting locations for paper wasps. A light annual treatment across these joints before warm weather arrives can discourage insects from settling there. Hack number 15. Chimney flashing. Where the chimney passes through the roof, metal flashing protects the opening from rain. Small separations can develop over time, providing another unnoticed entrance into attic spaces. Inspecting and treating this junction during routine maintenance helps close yet another hidden doorway. Hack number 16. Well covers. Homes with private wells often have protective caps surrounded by narrow seams. These damp, sheltered spaces attract crickets, earwigs, wolf spiders, and other crawling pests. Treating the perimeter once each year makes the area considerably less inviting. Hack number 17. Electric meter entry. Outside every home, electrical cables pass through an opening in the exterior wall before entering the building. Many of these penetrations were never perfectly sealed when originally installed. A quick inspection around the cable entry can reveal another frequently overlooked pest pathway. Hack number 18. Dryer vent housing. Dryer vents open and close thousands of times during their lifespan. Eventually, debris, weather exposure, and normal wear prevent the flap from sealing tightly. Inspecting and treating the vent housing every 6 months helps reduce insect activity around this common entry point. Hack number 19. The crawl space door. If your home has a crawl space, this may be the single most important location to inspect. The access door and its surrounding frame often contain multiple gaps where insects, spiders, and other pests easily enter before spreading throughout the structure. Carefully sealing and treating this entire perimeter can dramatically reduce pest traffic in older homes with only a few minutes of seasonal maintenance. That completes 19 practical techniques. The 20th, and most intriguing, comes from historical research, an overlooked scientific paper, and a remarkably simple idea that generations of Amish families quietly pass down. It also ties together everything we've discussed so far, and may be the most cost-effective technique in the entire video. Now we've reached the final technique, the one that inspired this entire video. Unlike many household tips that spread through word of mouth, this idea connects practical experience with historical research. It revolves around one surprisingly simple object, an ordinary piece of cardboard. Years ago, researchers studying crawling insects observed that petroleum-based coatings could continue affecting insects long after the initial application, provided the treated surface remained dry and protected from direct sunlight. Around the same time, families in rural farming communities had already discovered something remarkably similar through simple observation. Their approach couldn't have been easier. Take several small pieces of cardboard, roughly the size of an index card. Apply a thin, even coating of WD-40 to one side only, allowing the excess to drain away. Then place the treated side facing upward in locations where crawling insects naturally travel: behind the refrigerator, beneath the kitchen sink, inside basement corners, at the back of storage cabinets, behind the washing machine, or along dark garage walls. Why cardboard? Because many crawling insects naturally seek it out. The corrugated layers provide shelter, warmth, and darkness, exactly the kind of environment cockroaches, silverfish, spiders, and ants instinctively investigate. Instead of spraying chemicals throughout the house, you're quietly encouraging pests to walk across one controlled surface. Replacing these cardboard pieces every 3 or 4 months keeps the method working with very little maintenance. Whether this simple approach completely replaces professional pest control depends on the severity of each infestation. But for routine household maintenance, it demonstrates an important principle. Small preventive habits often produce larger long-term results than expensive emergency treatments. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson hidden throughout this entire video. None of these techniques rely on complicated equipment. None require specialized training. Most simply encourage homeowners to observe where pests actually live, understand how they move, and solve problems before they become expensive. That philosophy has allowed generations of practical homeowners to maintain older houses with patience, observation, and surprisingly inexpensive tools. Knowledge like this isn't valuable because it's secret. It's valuable because people stopped paying attention to it. If today's video gave you a new perspective on an everyday household product, I'd love to hear from you. Which of the 20 techniques caught your attention the most? Will you start with treating hidden entry points around your foundation? Try the cardboard method? Focus on wasp prevention before next spring? Or simply keep a can nearby the next time an unexpected visitor appears in your kitchen? Share your answer in the comments, even if it's just the number of the hack you're planning to try first. Your feedback helps shape future videos and lets me know which practical topics you'd like to explore next. And if you enjoy uncovering forgotten household knowledge backed by history, observation, and practical experience, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Every week we dig into overlooked techniques, old workshop wisdom, and forgotten home maintenance ideas that many people have never been taught, but can still make everyday life easier. There's much more waiting to be uncovered, and I'd love to have you with us for the next discovery. Until next time, thanks for watching Buried Fixes. Stay curious, keep learning, and never underestimate the practical value hidden inside the most ordinary tools around your home.